students, let us start to discuss the topic vector. Choose a point A and point B. Segment AB. When I join point A and B, a directed line segment from point A to point B, where A is called as initial point and B will be the terminal point. A directed line segment from A to B is called as vector AB, denoted with this AB with bar or AB with an arrow, which shows that a directed line segment is drawn from point A to point B. This vector AB is expressed as B bar minus A bar. What that B bar and A bar are? B bar is the position vector of point B minus position vector of point A. Now let us know about the position vector of point B and point A. In a space, we deal with the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. O as a fixed point, reference point, origin. Let us choose a point A and B. In the space, directed line segment is taken from A to B. The line joining point A from origin, which we call it as vector OA, which is labeled as A bar, which is known as position vector of point A. On the same parallel line, when I join point O and B, that is directed line segment from O to B, labeled as B bar, it is called as the position vector of point B. Obviously, when I say that the point A and B, it is related with the three-dimensional space, related with x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. It means A has got its coordinates related with x coordinates, y coordinates and z coordinates labeled as x1, y1, z1. Let us say that point B has its coordinate x2, y2, z2. Obviously, that point A, vector OA, A bar, the position vector of point A, will be given by x1i plus y1j plus z1k. What that x1i plus y1j plus z1k means, and what that OB will be? Is it obviously B bar, which is given as x2i y2j plus z2k. What that I, z, k are? I, z, k are the unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively, or we call these as coordinate axis. Okay. I, j, k are the unit vectors. It means the vectors whose magnitude is 1 unit. Obviously, I will be related with x-axis, j will be related with y-axis and k will be related with z-axis. When I say that let us choose any point P with its coordinates as x, y, z. The position vector of point P will be a directed line segment from O to P, which is given by P bar. Once we say that the position vector of point P is P bar, this P bar will be expressed as xi plus yj plus zk without hesitation. What that xi plus yj plus zk means, if I drop a perpendicular from this point P on x-axis, this particular distance will be nothing but x units. If I drop a perpendicular from this point P on y-axis, this will be obviously y units. On the same parallel lines, when I drop a perpendicular from point P on z-axis, the distance between point O and that drop perpendicular will be z units. It is as similar with this. If you choose any point, then drop a perpendicular from this point on x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, you will get that particular point. Now when I say that this particular distance is x units, it means 1 unit is counted how many times? X times. And then we say that it is obviously x units. Means there will be some distance which we call it as a unit distance, and this unit distance is related with the unit vector, because vector whose magnitude is 1 unit is called as unit vector. This I, which is a directed line segment from origin towards x-axis with unit distance, will be nothing but unit vector. Similarly, we can get the unit vector related with y-axis as z. This will be the k. Obviously, in some books, these I, j, k are labeled as E1, E2, E3. We have got the same meaning as that of unit vectors I, j, k as E1, E2 and E3. Once we say that this distance of point P from origin is called as the magnitude of point P, it is nothing but mod OP. This particular distance will be given by square root x square plus y square plus z square, which we are familiar with.